Respected dear youngsters, welcome. Another beautiful day. We are here together to open up ourselves for more and more knowledges, informations, which is the highest purushartha as a human being you and I have to do, both for sorting out problems and achieving the goals, whether they're outer in the materialistic world of the matters or in the inner world of gaining the peace and tranquilities or the innermost world of experiencing the divinity. For all the three, continuous gaining, updating of our knowledge, Shastras are meant for that. That's the highest Purushartha we have to do. Purushartha is effort. The important effort we have to put is in terms of this alone. Good, you are there with us. I congratulate you for being regular, sincere. I really appreciate your ability to try to listen, understand, and implement it, and extend my gratitudes that because of you, starting from Shloka 1, we are continuously studying these things. Today it is 300 and how do you say 62nd day. 3 more days, 1 year will be done. We have started on October 1st or 2nd, I don't know. So good we are here, and I wish and pray that you are serious, sincere, regular in learning these things, and equally serious, sincere, and dynamic, aggressively the implementer of these things and other skills known by you to succeed in the in the life's various endeavors where your and everybody's or the world's benefit is there. No pessimism, no passiveness. Absolute optimism and aggressive activeness in your efforts to achieve greater and greater things. Performer, achiever. Before that, knower. The no, perform, achieve, no, perform, achieve, KNOW, no. These three are the only thing which should happen every moment in our life, rising above our lazinesses, our dullnesses, all our weaknesses, our extrovertedness, charges, ये सारे पार करके है ना like the rivers continuously flow, the airs continuously blow, the sun continuously gives the light and heat, the Lord is continuously functioning all through the world. Is the sapidity in the water, is that fragrance in the earth, continuously भगवान is working. है ना हमको वैसे निरंतर परिश्रम जीतना. जिससे क्या होगा we rise above our gross body identity which is the hell, which is the cause of all dushtata, all rakshasatva, all nonsense. We rise above it. Unless we rise above this sharira tadatmya, the dukkha of the world, the desires for the world, all that nonsense which binds us, we can't rise. Unfortunately to you, the world in front is full of the Daihatadatmya and Deha Sambandhi Bhoga. We are in that worst Kali Yuga we come because we also deserve that nonsense. But should not continue. You have to learn to rise above. The way is this: actively, dynamically involved in the creative, constructive works by which we live at the prana, mana level, buddhi level, not at the gross sharira level. Like the freedom fighters, they lived at the buddhi level. Our country should be freed from the slavery. So the sharira, they never bothered. Prana, the hunger and thirst, they never worried. Mind, the attachment to the people, they are transcended. That's how they could sacrifice themselves. Because of those only, we got this freedom. So too is done by every scientist before he discovers something which is blessing the whole world. So too is done by a soldier protecting our nation from the enemies, etc. So you and I have to learn this and become that. Never yield to laziness and a non-performance, entertainment, relaxation. These are all okay for the third-rate human beings who have just come from animal life for a visit and who are going back to the animal life. to again animalistic level. Are you the one like that? If so, I am unfortunate to have you as my audience. प्रारब्ध प्रारब्ध भगवान दूर हो जाओ मेरी नजरों से, इनको दूर कर दो. Of aggressive activities and greatest achievements for oneself and everyone through performance. May you be so. Knowledge gained when not implemented is of what use? Life given when it is not used for the greater achievements, what is the use of the human life? I know. Just relaxing, just entertaining, like monkeys. They eat look your chehra in the aina. Are you like that or what? Sharam nahi aata. The more you perform, the more talents, abilities grow from within. Experiences come. You know how to withstand to the inner and outer weaknesses, temptations, and failures. Don't perform at all. You slowly become a stone. पत्थर बन जाओगे, है ना? Waste पत्थर. Choice is yours. So let these learnings get the implementation in our life for our own life's beautification. So welcome. Today we will have three things. One is Bhagavad Gita as every day. Last sloka of 11th chapter. Congratulations again for this feat also. 55 slokas we have done. Tomorrow also we'll have the summary and the whole chanting. Today I'll only talk the last sloka. I'll not conclude it today. Tomorrow we will do it. So that day after on 1st October, we start our 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga, which has got only 20 slokas. So in 10, 12 days, that can be done if we take 2 slokas per day. But there are 32 values are given. So if I attach 3 values per day, then at least take 8, 9 days. Then 4 steps of devotion are explained there. Difference between knowledge and devotion is explained there. Though the chapter size is small, but the content is very big. Let us see how it works out. All one common sense thought, very crucial today. Please be attentive. Then the fifth shloka of our Ganesha Nama Ashtaka Stotram. Let's start with prayers. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री gurave namaha. From last 3 days we were chanting suktams for 5-6 minutes, Veda mantra ucharana, reverberating us, purifying us, tuning us to the Rishi Parampara, to great Sanatana Dharma, Vedika Samskriti. You have done Purusha Sukta Parayana one day, Narayana Suktam the second day. Yesterday we saw our Vishnu Suktam. Today, Shri Suktam we will do. It may take 6 to 8 minutes because it is bigger. But listen, have the book, Shri Suktam. I'm telling you a day before only. Like tomorrow it will be Bhu Suktam and Neela. Day after Durga, then Devi Suktam. तो कल के लिए भू सूक्तम नीला सूक्तम तैयार रखो. अभी श्री सूक्तम. And the Sankalpa is that Mahalakshmi Mata bless us with Upanishadic Brahmagnana, Purana Ityasokta, Bhagavad Bhagavata Darshana, Sanatana Dharma se Vishwayapti Dwara Vishwadhyatmika Pragati, Vishwashanti Kalyane Katha, ये अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापनकार्ये निश्चिताः तेषां सदा सर्वदा दिग्विजयं शत्रु विघ्न निवारणं युवानां च आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यं संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयं तेषां हृदये देश धर्म माता पितृ सनातन धर्म गुरु भक्ति द्वारा जीवन साफल्यार्थम श्री सूक्त से पारायणम तदनंतरम गीता एकादशोऽध्यायस्य चरमश्लोकस्य अध्ययनं विशेष वृत्तिः विचारणा तदनंतरम गणेश नामाष्टक स्तोत्रस्यापि पारायणम् अर्थाविष्करणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. आदौ श्री सूक्तम्. ओम अथ श्री सूक्तम्. ओम हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो म आवह ताम् आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गामश्वं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वां रथमध्यां हस्तिनाद प्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीमुपह्वये श्रीर्मा देवीर्जुषतां कांसोऽस्मितां हिरण्य प्राकारामार्द्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोऽथ बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तु मायान्तरायाश्च बाह्या अलक्ष्मीः उपैतु मां देवसखः कीर्तिश्च मणिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिमृद्धिं ददातु मे क्षुत्पिपासामलां ज्येष्ठामलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वान्निर्णुद मे गृहात् गन्धद्वारान् दुराधर्षान् नित्यपुष्टां करीषिणीम् ईश्वरीगं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं मनसः काममाकोतिं वाचः सत्त्वशीमहि पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मयि श्रीः श्रयतां यशः कर्दमेन प्रजा भूता मयि सम्भव कर्दम श्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपः सृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतवस मे गृहे देवीं मातरं श्रियं वासय मे कुले पिङ्गळां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो म आवह आर्द्रां यः करिणीं यष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो म आवह तां म आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योऽश्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहम् यः शुचिः प्रयतो भूत्वा जुहुयादाज्यमन्वहं श्रियः पञ्चदशर्चं च श्रीरामः सततं जपेत् पद्मानने पद्म ऊरू पद्माक्षि पद्मसम्भवे त्वं मां भजस्व पद्माक्षि येन सौख्यं लभाम्यहम् अश्वदायी गोदायी धनदायी महाधने धनं मे जुषतां देवि सर्वकामांश्च देहि मे पुत्रपौत्रधनं धान्यं हस्त्यश्वादिगवेरथं प्रजानां भवसि माता आयुष्मन्तं करोतु मां धनमग्निर्धनं वायुर्धनं सूर्यो धनमिन्द्रो बृहस्पतिर्वरुणं धनमश्नुते वैनते सोमं पिबतु वृत्रः सोमं धनस्य सोमिनो मह्यं ददातु सोमिनः न क्रोधो न च मात्सर्यं न लोभो न शुभामतिः भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां श्रीसूक्तं जपेत् सदा वर्षन्तु ते विभावरिदिवो अभ्रस्य विद्युतः रोहन्तु सर्वबीजान्यवब्रह्मद्विषो जहि पद्मप्रिये पद्मिनि पद्महस्ते पद्मालये पद्मदलायताक्षी विश्वप्रिये विष्णुमनोनुकूले तत्पादपद्मं मयि सन्निधत्स्व या सा पद्मासनस्था विपुलकटितटी पद्मपत्रायताक्षी गम्भीरावर्तनाभिः स्तनभरनमिता शुभ्रवस्त्रोत्तरीया लक्ष्मीर्दिव्यैर्गजेन्द्रैर्मणिगणखचितैः स्नापिता हेमकुम्भैः नित्यं सा पद्महस्ता मम वसतु गृहे सर्वमाङ्गल्ययुक्ता लक्ष्मीं क्षीरसमुद्रराजतनयां श्रीरङ्गधामेश्वरीं दासीभूतसमस्तदेववनितां लोकैकदीपाङ्कुरां श्रीमन्मन्दकटाक्षलब्धविभव ब्रह्मेन्द्रगङ्गाधरां त्वां त्रैलोक्यकुटुम्बिनीं सरसिजां वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियां सिद्धलक्ष्मीर्मोक्षलक्ष्मीर्जयलक्ष्मीः सरस्वती श्रीलक्ष्मीर्वरलक्ष्मीश्च प्रसन्ना मम सर्वदा वराङ्कुशौ पाशमभीतिमुद्रां करैर्वहन्तीं कमलासनस्तां बालार्ककोटिप्रतिभां त्रिनेत्रां भजेऽहमाद्यां जगदीश्वरीं तां सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवि नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते सरसिजनिलये सरोजहस्ते धवलतरांशुक गन्धमाल्यशोभे भगवति हरिवल्लभे मनोज्ञे त्रिभुवनभूतिकरिप्रसीद मह्यं विष्णुपत्नीं क्षमां देवीं माधवीं माधवप्रियां विष्णोः प्रियसखीं देवीं नमाम्यच्युतवल्लभां महालक्ष्मी च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात् श्रीर्वर्चस्यमायुष्यमारोग्यमाविधात् पवमानं महीयते धनं धान्यं पशुं बहुपुत्रलाभं शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः ऋणरोगादिदारिद्र्य पापक्षुदपमृत्यवः भयशोकमनस्तापा नश्यन्तु मम सर्वदा श्रिये जातश्रिय आनिर्याय श्रियं वयो जनितृभ्यो दधातु श्रियं वसान अमृतत्वमायन् भजन्ति सद्यः सविता विदध्यो न श्रिय एवैनं तच्छ्रियामा दधाति सन्ततं ऋचावषट्कृत्यं सन्धत्तं सन्धीयते प्रजया पशुभिः य एवं वेद ॐ महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Tomorrow Bhusuktam and Nila Suktam. Thank you for your patient listening. Let us come to the second program of the day, that is study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We have done the 10 chapters. Now we are in the 11th also today, the last shloka. The name of the 11th chapter is Vishwa Rupa Samdarshana Yoga. So Arjuna was seeing Krishna. Arjuna was seeing the Vishwa. Arjuna is seeing himself. But he never knew the connection, the relation between all. Till he came to Krishna, surrendered to him, sought from him the guidance and knowledge. Bhagavan gave the whole knowledge, he went on giving. In the 11th chapter, Arjuna sought. What you taught, can I have the direct vision of it? In which the connection between you, connection between me, connection between the world of all things and beings, I come to know crystal clearly, unambiguously. Lo, Bhagavan loved Arjuna for all his good, great qualities, and he liked this thing. And because of his love for Arjuna, the same thing if others would have asked, Bhagavan could have not revealed. Only to Arjuna, because of his excessive love, extreme love, he has showed. 3 times Bhagavan says, we have seen in this towards the last 3 shlokas, he bhaktyatu ananya shakyaha ahameva udharjuna. Before that he says, drushtavanasi yanmama in 52nd shloka. Then in that before also, Bhagavan says, drashtum tadanyena kuru pravira. In 47th one, rupam param darshitam tava arjuna. So 3 places Bhagavan says, only to you I have shown it. Whole. So what is the connection therefore between the world, God and us? Our and world's connection is, we are a part of the world. Ho gaya ye wala sambandh. Now the connection between the world and the God. A part of the world is we already included is what? The whole world is nothing but expression of God purely. Just like the whole golden ornament is expression of the gold purely at every part of it. Every pot is expression of the mud at every part of the pot. The top of the pot, the middle of the pot, the bottom of the pot, the outside of the pot, the inside of the walls of the pot. Everything is nothing but the mud only. In the same way, Vishwam is Bhagavan's Rupa. That's called as Vishwarupa. Knowing this way the relation between the God and the world and living accordingly with total love and devotion is called as Samdarshanam. Darshana means philosophy. Sam means perfect. So Samdarshanam is perfect philosophy. Darshanam is vision. Darshanam is seeing. Arjuna has seen on his demand, Krishna has shown. That meaning anyway we are seeing. Today we are adding the new meaning. Darshanam is philosophy. Some darshanam is perfect philosophy. What is the perfect philosophy of our life? Living which we only evolve, never devolve. Living which we only get liberated, never bound. Living which we only get happiness, not misery is Vishwa is Bhagavan's Rupa. That philosophy, that vision, that darshana, that outlook, that way of we seeing the world is called as the vision of moksha. विश्व रूप ब्रैकेट में भगवान का ऐड करो, विश्व भगवान का रूप है. That is called Samyak Darshanam. That the highest and perfect philosophy. Therefore, serve the world because it is God. Love the world because it is God. Be devoted to the world. That's God. Don't harm the world because it is God. Don't cheat the world because it is a God. Don't give pain to the world because it is God. See how much of transformation happens in all of us if all of us have this Samyak Darshana that Vishwa is Bhagavan's Rupa. देखो, the whole world will change. That's it. There are no enemies. There are no too much of attachments. There are no greeds, passions. All the inimical negative quality just go away. Just like a good person, a little better evolved devotee, the moment he enters the temple sanctum, immediately all his negativities go away or not. Because the place is such. The moment you go there, you only remember God, all negativities. So, through this knowledge within us, everything is Lord. That vision develops. In that vision, all the negative thoughts of lusts and passions and greeds and kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, irsha, dvesha, asuya, raga, ahankara, they can't find place. Like a very strong immunity, the one who has got all the bacterial, fungal, uh, then the third one, viral things, they won't attack the body immunity. So this immunity of knowledge that everything is God, immunity called knowledge. When we have this disease causing, these bacteria won't enter our bosom. And these are all contagious. I am contagious. I got this disease of all the negativity and I pass it on to others. Positively also, when I see the Lord, the whole world as God, and I only love worship and enjoy that ecstatically. Seeing me also, others are क्या है रे तो इतना खुश हो गया, because I have visualized everything is divine. Our Geetha taught us, we have learned in our classes. So I developed that the knowledge that everything has to be God, it can't be other than God. And then I accepted the whole world as expression of God. It took 2 or 3 years for me to practice through practice, removing from my heart or head all cobwebs and replace like a land barren or full of all thorny, let us say unwanted, weedy plants. So when it is properly plowed and removed all of them, and when you good those plants or any flowers or sabji फल का लगाओ तो कैसा होता है? This is what I did. I removed all my bad notions on the world. I replaced it by the very rosy plans of seeing the whole world as nothing but Bhagwan. Now my mind is pure, my heart is pure, my attitudes, my intentions, my expressions, everything are as per the Shastra, as per the Gurus, as per the God's telling. I am living that. Therefore, the assurance which they gave of that happiness, the liberation, the freedom, all that I am experiencing. You can tell others, ऐसा है क्या? मैं भी ऐसे करता हूँ. आ जाओ. है ना? One by one, when we that way give it to the world, it's wonderful. So this is what विश्व रूप सम्यक दर्शनम. विश्व को भगवान के रूप में देखना ही सम्यक दर्शनम है. Darshanam is knowledge, darshanam is vision, darshanam is philosophy of life. Now what we are taught in schools and colleges, through some study become some professional, then earn money, and that with money exchange it with objects and have a bhoga. Sometimes desires are more, money is less. Even you can go through all negative means and call it as management. Call it as smartness. See the darshanam, such a richer darshanam we are given. And that's what we are all carrying as students. brought up in the schools, colleges, because this darshanam is not given, nor at home, nor anywhere you go. Only when you visit such classes, study those books, that special samyak darshana, the right vision of life is developed for you of seeing the world as God, and then with whatever your professional skills or talents and abilities, serve the world and thus evolve. This is the whole crux and purpose of this 11th chapter. So to the 10th one. 10th भी विभूति था, हर एक में भगवान को देख रहे हैं हम, एक एक एपिसोड को, एक एक चीज को, एंड वी आर वर्शिपिंग हियर द होल वर्ल्ड इज इनसाइड द गॉड, expression of God. Be careful about it. Beautiful is these chapters. You are given this vision. Now, what is that God? Who is that God? Though many a time discussed, but this topic is exhaustively taken in the 13th onwards, the next 6 chapters. The nature of the Lord will be explained to us, and He is available to discover in our own heart. This is how we have to reach to our heart. All these things are developed by Krishna. But remember, it's a Yuddha Kshetra. You'll have to finish the subject quickly because the blowing of conches is done. They have to shoot the arrows and kill each other at that 0 point that Krishna was teaching it. Therefore, the more details of what Krishna taught is found in Upanishads. So, having studied Geetha and getting a base, 1 or 2 or 3 Upanishads thoroughly when you study, then you will know where is that God who is expressing as this world, how to do any other talents with which you some professionally you take up and serve the world as a time pass. And one who realizes self, though he will serve the world only in that knowledge, because that is the highest. That is by the way. But the main thing is what? Achieving this is the loftiest goal. Clear? Now we have seen 54 shlokas of this 11th chapter. One and the last one is left. So beautiful, so divine, so complete. The five-fold principles of sadhana to be done for us to not only have Vishwarupa darshan of the Lord, but having darshan of the Lord in our own heart. As it was said in the earlier shloka, Jnatum drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum. So, bhaktya tu ananyaya shakyah aham evam vidhorjuna. Hey Arjuna, evam vidaham drashtum shakyah ananyaya bhaktya. By ananya bhakti, such me can be seen. Not only seeing, jnatum drashtum tatvena praveshtum. Jnatum, theoretically knowing. Drashtum, practically seeing, as I have shown you. Praveshtum, you become one with that universal one God. He Parantama. Then how to develop that Ananya Bhakti, by which we will be qualified to see the Lord and to understand the Lord, Jnatum, to see the Lord, Drashtum, Praveshtum, to become one with the Lord. All that is taught from 12th chapter up to 17. But the summary of all that in the beginning only, in this last shloka, Bhagavan gives. So this last shloka is the answer to the question, what is the Ananya Bhakti? And this itself becomes the basis for the 12th chapter, whose name is Bhakti Yoga. All of that together becomes again the basis for the Jnana Yoga. Only when you know this is what is Lord, that way, then you will get an inquiry or a jignasa to know, then who is that God, where is that God. है ना, हमारे अंदर भगवान की भक्ति महिमा थोड़ा जागृत करा के देन जिज्ञासा उत्पन्न करेंगे, कौन है वो भगवान. The 13th chapter, Prakriti Purusham Chaiva Kshetram Kshetrajnam Cha Etad Veditumichami Jnanam Nyajageshava. 13. Before that we have one more chapter, 12th one. So 12th chapter का base है ये last shloka. Then how to develop that Ananya Bhakti, उस question का answer है. And the sadhana required to be done for Jnatum Drashtum Praveshtum, this Vishwarupa. This is how most important becomes this last 55th shloka, which we are now chanting 4 plus 2, 6 times. Maximum meaning I'll explain today. Something is left. Tomorrow we'll see that. Also tomorrow we'll just in 10-12 minutes summarize the whole 11th chapter. If possible, the whole Gita so far. Then we chant the 11th chapter also. ये सब कल होगा. बट आज पाठ करो, इसका 5 जो साधनाएं बताएं उनको प्राप्त समझने का प्रयत्न करें. स्टार्ट. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपसन्दर्शनयोगः अथ पञ्चपञ्चाशत्तमश्लोकः अन्तिमश्लोकः श्रीभगवानुवाच ॐ श्रीभगवानुवाच मत्कर्म कृन्मत्परमः मत्कर्म कृन्मत्परमः मत्कर्म कृन्मत्परमः मत्कर्म कृन्मत्परमः मद्भक्तः सङ्गवर्जितः मद्भक्तः सङ्गवर्जितः मद्भक्तः सङ्गवर्जितः मद्भक्तः सङ्गवर्जितः निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु यः समामेति पाण्डव यः समामेति पाण्डव यः अनुवाच मत्कर्म कृन्मत्परमः भक्तः सङ्गवर्जितः निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु यः समामेति पाण्डव अगेन श्रीभगवानुवाच मत्कर्म कृन्मत्परमः मद्भक्तः सङ्गवर्जितः निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु यः समामेति पाण्डव पुष्पिका ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगस्वरूपः सन्दर्शनयोगो नाम एकादशोऽध्यायः सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमाते नमः मात्रे नमः श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः गीतामात्रे नमः वेदव्यासमहर्षये नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. We have done the chanting. 5 sadhanas are told here for developing Ananya Bhakti, which qualifies for us to Jnatum, theoretically understand the connection between Lord and Vishwa, Drashtum, even we will develop the vision to see the whole world as God, Praveshtum, we dropping all our limited individualities, we become one with that all pervading Bhagavan, which is called Moksha. The 5 sadhanas that are told. And these 5 sadhanas again practically are the 5 tips with which you can conquer successfully whichever the field you are placed as a leader or even as a follower. These 5 principles can be interpreted for both. I'll talk spiritually only. Now, by now, you got an idea as to how the spiritual knowledge, while using for spiritual sadhana, those tips can also be used. Same things for your worldly goals. Same are these things. I have talked to you for more than 120, 50 days while studying the first 5, 6 chapters. From the 7th onward, the theme being more and more divine, we are reveling in that only the whole bhakti should come. Okay. Now the 5 sadhanas. 1. Mat karma krutu. 1. 2. Mat paramaha. 2. Number 3. Mat bhaktaha. Number 4. Sangavarjitaha. Number 5. Uh, Nirvairaha. Fourth is Nirvairaha. Fifth one is Sangavarjitaha. Yaha, whoever he may be, Saha, that person, hey Pandava, O Panduputra Arjuna, Mam eti, he will discover his oneness with me and is in bliss and liberation as I am. Clearly understand one by one. We will not deeply, 100 times, we will not elaborate to you. Main meaning we tell you. The first one is Mat Karma Krut. Mat Karma Krut means whatever the karma we are supposed to do as dharma or duty. Well, for maintaining the life and personality, for maintaining our own relation in the parent family, in your own social obligations, in your professional things. There are karmas to be done by us. Only a Brahmagnani, a dead person, has nothing to do. But Brahmagnani to karta bhi rahega for the sake of serving the world. He will. So the here mat karma means all the karma means all our duties. Okay, those karmas we have to do for whose sake? For the sake of the Lord. So all the duties which we are supposed to do, when we do them, not for our selfishness, not for gain, not for our any of the property or prosperity, not for anybody in this world, but only for the sake of God. When you see, when you do, that first one becomes mat karma krutu. First sadhana is explained. Like I am doing this lecture. For whom? The Lord. After this, I may go and do my lunch. किसके लिए करना है? भगवान के लिए. खाएंगे किसके लिए? वही भगवान के लिए. Then some sadhanas I do for Bhagwan. Evening class I do Bhagwan. Anywhere I am called, I go. Do everything that is to be done, but only for Bhagavan. Mat karma krut. Karma मेरे लिए करना. कौन सा कर्म? Obviously, our nitya naimittika named niyata karma only, not kamya karma. Karma, not the nishiddha karma. काम में निषिद्ध को छोड़कर नियत कर्म केवल भगवान के लिए करना. दिस इज द वे आउट ऑफ आफ्टर विच विथ हिज ब्लेसिंग्स ज्ञातुम द्रष्टुम तत्वेन प्रवेष्टुम विल हैव विद द होल विश्वरूप नारायण भगवान. So mat karma kratu, do all actions. You may be maintaining your own family by going to the job, getting salary, giving the money to the wife or mother. They are doing it. Outside it is so, but inside you must know that naukri I am doing for Bhagwan. Then the salary I am giving at home, that also is for the sake of Bhagwan. In this way, offer every karma, kartrutva karma phala of our duties to Lord. First sadhana is done, mat karma. And practice it for some lives till we establish in it. One point. Mat karma krut is first step for the ananya bhakti to the God. Second one, mat paramaha. Mat parama means what? The goal again should be, parama means the utkrishta, the goal. So, where you want to reach, whom you are considering as higher than highest, and what you are keeping it as a goal, both of them called as paramaha, that paramata of yours. Supreme love and the goal should be me only. They are to be gone together. If it is not necessary, like mat karma krut, like I am working in the company for the sake of company. Is it not? They gave me the job. But the company is not, or the office is not the parama to me. For me, the parama is my own family. Whoever have their family. My wife or husband or children, they are parama to me. So the salary I get from the office, use for it. So कुछ लोग मत कर्म कृत करते हैं, लेकिन मत परम बन या ना बन सकते हैं. So here to develop Ananya Bhakti, along with Mat Karma Kruta, we have to have Mat Paramaha also. So my supreme goal is Paramatma only. And most important aspect is Paramatma only. Nobody else. The ultimate goal is Bhagavan, and the most valuable important person to me is Bhagavan only. You can't have anyone else. Then you will not have Ananya Bhakti then. Our goal is to get Ananya Bhakti with which we are blessed by the Lord to have the darshana of the Vishwarupa, Jnatum, Drashtum, Praveshtum. That's called moksha. So mat paramaha. From now onwards, change from the heart. The parama laksha is Bhagavan. Most important person in our life is Bhagavan. Like in the rapid questions, they asked us in my actors or cricket players, who is the one who is real idol to you? He says, oh, this player, this shot I learned from him. Like that they do. तो जब हमको पूछते हैं, for whose sake you are doing all your work? Only for God. Who is your ultimate goal? God alone. Whom you the one value more than anybody? God. Mat paramaha. Clear? Now the third one is important. Mat bhakta. Bhakti means preeti and prema. So mat bhakta means, bhakti means prema and preeti, and that prema preeti expressed, to be attentive. in the form of doing all those things by which that that Vyakti who is our beloved, we try to make that happiness, that person happy. Is it not? So Mad Bhakta means what? Kya hua idhar? Mad Karma Krut mein we were doing our duties. In Mad Bhakta mein we do only those things which please the God, which the Lord told to us through the Shastras. उसमें भी दो हिस्से हैं. एक तो हो गया वर्णाश्रम धर्म कर्म, that has come in the Mad Karma Krut. The other aspect is Mad Bhakta, only doing things which are related to the Lord, pleasing the Lord, in which we have all the upacharas are Shodasha upachara yukta upasanas are there, the bhajanas are there, the kirtans are there, the japa adi are there, yajna agadi for the Lord is there, katha shravana of Bhagwan is there, katha vachanam of the Bhagwan is there, Bhagwan's gunagana we are doing everywhere. This is called as the lakshanas of bhakta. भक्त को अपने लिए या जगत के लिए कुछ करना नहीं होता, जो भी हो भगवत संबंधी है वही काम करता है. The difference between मत कर्म कृत मत भक्ता is what? मत कर्म कृत में कर्म हमका जो धर्म का है वो करते हैं, but we do offer it to God. Here only the works related to the God we are saying, doing. Mad bhaktaha. So I love the Lord. What pleases the Lord, I do that. And what pleases Lord are the names, the nama japa, the sankirtana, the bhajana, the kirtana, the called as upasana, yajnagadi, prarthana, these namaskara, तीर्थयात्रा, ये सारे भगवान को अच्छे लगते हैं. So doing all of them, along with that all the value oriented life in this chapter. Next chapter it will be told elaborately. So Bhagavan loves the four things from us. One, we perform all our duties. Second, we have all the values in us. Third, we do all upasanas to him. Fourth one, we discover his essential nature. We identify with him. When we do all these four, that's called Mad Bhakta. So Mat Karma Krut, Mat Paramaha, Mad Bhakta. Then we have the whole world of objects in front of you. Okay, na? How we have to deal with them when we are living life is Mat Karma Krut Mat Parama Mad Bhakta? Answer is Sangavarjitaha. Not even one thing in this world or even being, we should have even little extra Sangha or attachment. Attachment is that mind's thought or emotion where you expect something from that person. We have nothing to expect. Our life is fulfilled only in Mad Bhakta, serving the God. So when I don't expect from anyone, why should I attach to anyone? Therefore, no Sangha. You can never have even iota of attachment to anyone. Sangha, you can be with the people, you can love them, you can see the Lord in them, you can help them, you can do the duty, all chalega, but not Sangha. Not like I do my classes to you, I suggest to you, all that, but I have no Sangha to you. I want nothing from you. I want you to grow spiritually as well as with Desha Bhakti and in your professional talents and add to the nation and world's richness, not only a material wealth, but the values and spirituality. That I ask from you, not for me, no? That a Sangha I don't have. Like that. Sangha Varjita. And the last but not the least is about all the beings. Things ke prati Sangha nahi hai. About the beings what? Nirvairaha sarva bhuteshu. Even in dream also, we should not have the thought of enmity, even with one person or being who have really troubled us, destroyed also. हमको सबसे ज्यादा जिसने नुकसान किया उसके प्रति भी सपने में भी एक बार भी वैर भाव इन शत्रु भाव नहीं रहना. These are the 5 things. Hmm. So we in our life always only have these 5 things: dealing with ourselves, dealing with the God, dealing with things, dealing with beings, dealing with situations. Again, beings, things, situations, God, me. This shloka talks about how we have to live. So from back, if you say, with beings, how we have to be nirvairaha, no enmity at all. With the things, how we have to be sangavarchitaha, without any attachment. And towards the Lord, what we have to have? Mad bhaktaha. Okay. Towards what we have to have? Mat paramaha, the self as the goal. And toward the world in all situations, mat karma krutu. Our actions should be done for the sake of the Lord. So here, Lord being the goal, we are having everything related to the Lord. Now, if you want to become, let us say, IAS officer, that is the goal. Now, apply all the five. Mat karma krut means what? Those things which will take you to the IAS officer, that things only we have to do. Mat karma krut. Then becoming IAS only should be your goal. Mat paramaha. Then all your love, devotion should be only for that. Mad bhakta. Then to practice these three things, when you come in your schools, colleges, so many people, so many things you see. If you get yourself attached to them, you can't do these three. Therefore, sangavarjitaha. So too with the things, with the beings, etc. You create enmity, suffer in yourself, and trouble that person also. How can you become your IAS officer? No. Therefore, nirvairaha sarvabhutesh. Anywhere you can apply the same five principles. You want to become politician? Mat karma krut mat parama sangavarjitaha nirvaira sarvabhuteshu. Mat karma krut mat parama mat bhaktaha sangavarjitaha nirvaira sarvabhuteshu. That way, in life, to whatever achieve, the same five principles are to be practiced. But you and I, as the students of Gita, our goal is Bhagavan. To reach to Bhagavan as a goal, these are the five things to be done. Mat karma krut, do all our activities for his sake. Mat paramaha, keep him only as ultimate goal and the greatest. Mat bhaktaha are all slowly activities should be those which please him, regarding the things, no attachment, regarding the beings, not even a little enmity. Yaha, whoever lives life like this sufficiently, saha, that person, mam eti, he will achieve me. He becomes one with me. That one with me is what? Third one. Jnatum drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum. Hey Parantapa, hey Arjuna, be in that job, or Pandava. ये पांडुपुत्र, ये तुम्हारे मैंने फाइव फोल्ड साधना दे दी, करते जाओ, आपको ये अनन्य भक्ति आएगी. भक्ति आ तो अनन्या with that ज्ञातुम द्रष्टुम प्रवेष्टुम, all these will happen to you. Now these things I have to talk to you 10 times, you have to do manana 20 times, then you have to grasp the essence of it. Then while being practical in these things, all the troubles, difficulties, inner and outer come, conquering all of them till it becomes a habit you have to do. Then you see the whole life gets opened for the experience of the divine. Beautiful it will be. Try karo. So with this, we have done the last shloka. Tomorrow I'll summarize the whole thing as well as do the chanting. आज इतना हम यहाँ रोक देते हैं. इति श्रीमद् भगवद गीतासु उपनिषत्सु भगवद गीता उचित सार उपनिषद ब्रह्म विद्यायाम. It's a giver of Brahma Vidya theoretical. Yoga Shastra, it tells us practice to reach to that Brahma Vidya. Sri Krishna Arjuna in the form of dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yoga Nama, named Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yoga. Ekadashodhyaya. Thus concludes the 11th chapter. Great shloka it is. Lovely shloka it is. Wonderful it is. And the entire chapter also is beautiful. Tomorrow when we go through the whole thing, I'll not chant each one shloka and explain, but topic one, ये श्लोक से ये है, ये श्लोक से ये था बताऊंगा मैं. In that way summarize करेंगे. Then whole 11th chapter, it will take 11 minutes to chant because 55 श्लोक है इसमें. कल हम पूरा उसके लिए dedicate करेंगे. From day after, fresh enter into the next 11th हो गया. तो patient listening. Om Shri Bhagavan मत्कर्म कृन्मत्परमः मद्भक्तः सङ्गवर्जितः निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु यः स मामेति पाण्डव. Shloka. Shall come to the third topic today of the common sense thought. Today's common sense thought is between the stock of Gita. What is that? Is the mind's mischief of be attentive. Giving bad to the world which is already bad and getting bad from the world. This is the mischief of the world. Now, how the whole world In spite of all outer technological growth, scientific discoveries, materialistic prosperities, comforts increased, luxuries increased. In spite of all that, you know, whether he is a president of United Nations or president prime minister of any country or any persons in big positions, they are there even at the lower level. What are the minds of all? What is there? Only negativity of indulgence, bhoga. Nobody is talking about yoga. Everybody is talking of taking, not giving. That's the worst the period the whole history is now in the whole globe. Bad. And what we are taking from the world is same bad only. And what we are giving to the world is same bad. This is the mischief of the mind. Now, what is the solution? Bring the intellect. Then understand this situation. Then understand the world needs good. And there are good even now in the world, like we are having our wonderful Geetha classes. They have to bring intellect to change the entire orientation of life from giving and taking bad to giving and taking only good. Keep on receiving the good wherever it is in the world. Go there and receive it. And yourself also give the good. The goodness is in giving values. Goodness is in giving all hard works and contributions. The goodness is in giving the love. Goodness is in having and giving the spiritual knowledge, spiritual devotion, the patriotism. इनको हमें जहां जहां लेना है यही उनको देना है दुनिया को. You take from the contemporary world and the earlier people all the good and you pass on good only. I'm telling you a very big topic. I can talk for 10 days in only 3-4 minutes. So the mind's mistake of receiving only bad and giving only bad. You know what do you receive from your cell phones and all? Only the unwanted negativity to a great extent. And what you are throwing out through the thoughts, through the actions, through the words into the world is only bad. कचरा ले रहे, कचरा डाल रहे, कचरा बढ़ा रहे. Now, those who come to the Gita class, they are receiving good. Now, give same to the others. There, the good is received from. Go to those temples. Go to the Mahatmas. Go to the good libraries and get the knowledge. This is all called as receiving good. And whoever come to you, ruthlessly tell them the good. Don't hide. बताने में कि जाके आता हूँ. 10-12 तू कहाँ के जाता है हर दिन दोपहर में 1 से 2 बजे तक. शर्माता है बेशरम. टेल देम आई एम गोइंग टू गीता क्लासेस, आई एम लर्निंग सो मच. तुम भी हिम्मत है, आ जाओ, तुम भी देखो, सीख लो. गिव गुड टू देम, pass them forward to them all these talks, the links, etc. Let them also get benefit. Let the whole country become the receivers of good, givers of good to such an extent that in that effort, the whole bad from the core of heart of each individual and total nation is totally destroyed. That is our goal and vision. Looking at our countrymen, youngsters, the whole world also should copy it, that they throw away the bad and take only the good, and give the good to stop giving the bad. देखो भैया, माइंड्स मिस्चीफ ऑफ रिसीविंग बैड गिविंग बैड, चेंज इट टू रिसीविंग गुड एंड गिविंग गुड. अच्छा ही लेना है दुनिया से, बुरा रहेगा लेकिन मत लो. लेते रहोगे तो देते जाएंगे वो लोग. And what is that good, what is that bad? I told you also. The spirituality, the patriotism, the knowledge, the devotion, the values, the contribution, the duty orientation. No, these are all the ones, the good things. Receive them from the world. Give them only. The bad thing is this bhoga pradhanata, for that going to any extreme level of doing the negative things of corruption, the killings, the lootings, the plunderings, the cheatings, the murderings, the rapings, all of that are nonsense. एक अयोटा भी उसका हमारे पूरा नस नस से निकाल के फेंक देना चाहिए. This is your goal, target I am giving you. Try कर लो. So this is our common sense thought. Simple, but the whole world needs it. As I told you, materialistically, as much we are growing as a human, we have already fallen to the worst level than even animals. द प्रिमिटिव एज में बारबेरिक थॉट्स जो होते थे हमारे भोग के लिए, दे हैव नॉट चेंज्ड. Therefore, amidst all worldly outer things, growths and prosperity, we have only fallen down. Now, you understand the difference between the growth and spreading of science and growth and spreading of spirituality. Inherently, the scientific growth has the animalistic tendencies to grow in us because वो भोग प्रदान होता है. Inherently, in the spirituality, there is only दोगे आपकी यार वर्ल्ड इज योर्स. मेरा तो हो गया से लेस ऑफ गीता लिया हूं. आई एम ट्राइंग टू गिव इट द बेस्ट. Not only talking, by actions, by attitudes, by intentions, spread in the ground, subtle causal worlds, only good, 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 not bad. And keep receiving it also. Wonderful thought today, children. Enjoy it. Now, the fifth shloka, Lambodaram is the name of Ganapati. Why that name? Vishnu dattaihi cha naivedyaihi. Yasya lambam pura udaram. Pitra dattaihi cha vividaihi. Vande Lambodaram chatam. है ना. भगवान विष्णु ने टेस्ट किया गणपति को. जब उन्होंने कहा कि मैं सब हजम करता हूं, तो भगवान विष्णु कुबेर मिलकर दे वेंट ऑन गिविंग 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 गिव. ही वाज गोइंग ऑन ईटिंग एंड डाइजेस्टिंग ऑल. thus his udara pet became lamba. So to pitra dattaihi cha, father Lord Shiva also was happy with his son. He also vividhaihi gave him so much of food, having consumed that Ganapati's udara, the stomach, became lamba. What is the spiritual understanding of it? In this world, good, bad, all experiences come throughout life, every moment, every day. Have ability to digest all of them and focus your mind on the spiritual goal and the goal of serving the world. This is a lesson to be learned from the bada पेट of Ganapati. सब खाएंगे, सब हजम करेंगे वो. He never has the acidity of bitterness towards the world. When the world troubles, there's nothing called as trouble in the world. It's only your outlook. It's only a treatment. Doctor doesn't trouble the patients. It's a treatment. So in the whole world is a hospital. You and I are patients. The Lord is the doctor. All the pains given to us are nothing but treatments. If you have this vision, you will be able to digest every experience. There's no acidity in the mind of bitterness. After which generally you kill others or you get killed. You trouble others or you get troubled. ये जो नॉनसेंस चल रहा है वो अनुभवों को हजम नहीं करने के कारण होता है. Every time goody things won't come. Even to me, there will be health, ill health. People will misunderstand. They won't encourage me in Geetha classes. They trouble me, they cheat me. चलता रहता है जब तक जितना मेरा प्रारब्ध है. But I need not get overwhelmed by it. I need not get overpowered by it. I should not become indigesting of that and suffer the acidity of frustration in me. या अभी क्या करूं जी के मैं मर ही जाऊंगा. No, learn from Ganapati. He digests everything. That's the meaning of Lamba Udaram. So let us chant the whole stotram. Sankalpa already done. Om Ata Shri Ganesha Nama Ashtaka Stotram. Om Jnanarthavachako Gascha Nascha Nirvana Vachakaha Tayorisham Param Brahma Ganesham Pranamamyaham Eka Shabdaha Pradhanarthaha Dantascha Balavachakaha Balam Pradhanam Sarvasmat Ekadantam Namamyaham दीनार्थवाचको हेश्च रम्भः पालकवाचकः पालकं दीनलोकानां हेरम्बं प्रणमाम्यहं विपत्तिवाचको विघ्नो नायकः खण्डनार्थकः विपत्खण्डनकारं तं प्रणमे विघ्ननायकं विष्णुदत्तैश्च नैवेद्यैः यस्य लम्बं पुरोदरं पित्रा दत्तैश्च विविधैः वन्दे लम्बोदरं च तं शूर्पाकारौ च यत्कर्णौ विघ्नवारणकारणौ संपद्धौ ज्ञानरूपे च शूर्पकर्णं नमाम्यहं विष्णुप्रसादं मुनिना दत्तं यन्मूर्ध्नि पुष्पकं तद्गजेन्द्रमुखं कान्तं गजवक्त्रं नमाम्यहं गुहस्याग्रे च जातोऽयमाविर्भूतो हरालये वन्दे गुहाग्रजं देवं सर्वदेवाग्रपूजितम् एतन्नामाष्टकं स्तोत्रं नानार्थसहितं शुभं त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेत् नित्यं स सुखी सर्वतो जयी ततो विघ्नाः पलायन्ते वैनतेयात् यथोरगाः गणेश्वर प्रसादेन महाज्ञानी भवेत् ध्रुवं पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रं भार्यार्थी कुशलां स्त्रियं महाजडः कवीन्द्रश्च विद्यावान् गणेश नामाष्टक स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम 5 हमने देखा, 3 होंगे श्लोक और 3 होंगे फलश्रुति, 4-5 दिन में हम करेंगे। दिस इज अवर गणेश नामाष्टक स्तोत्रम. Before that we had our common sense thought, give good, take good, stop giving bad, taking bad. In Geetha last shloka, the 5 principal sadhanas to be practiced for developing Ananya Bhakti, seeing which when the Lord blesses, we enter into the Vishwarupa and become one with the whole universe. ज्ञातुम द्रष्टुम च तत्वेन प्रवेष्टुम हमारे लिए हो जाएगा. So listen these things 7-8 times, consciously contemplate the meaning. First it starts revealing, then you will know the glory of that meaning, then you will inspire yourself to start walking the spiritual sadhana also, along with your fulfilling other dreams of the worldly achievements. As your age grows to 50-60, look back, you have achieved everything of the world with the inspiration right attitude. The only thing left to achieve is Bhagavan. Therefore, wholeheartedly you can dedicate your that life only to achieve Paramatma. For that, from now only you have to prepare. At the information gathering level, be serious, sincere, and most of the time you give in your own, settling in the careers, establishing your life properly. Side by side, ये भी करते रहना. But once all the drama of living life has happened, concluded, the most important drama or sadhana, the life of spiritual sadhana, we can take up toward the last 20-25 years. Thank you. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांति माप्नुयात् शांतो मुच्येत बंधेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचेत सदोमा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्गमय अमृतंगमय ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री ओम श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. गीता माता की जय. वेदव्यास भगवान की जय. गुरु परंपरा की जय. अस्मद गुरु परंपरा की जय. गणेश भगवान की जय. 11th chapter, although the last shloka is done, tomorrow only we will do the summary of the whole thing, chanting of the whole thing, and also the Mangala Arati. Thank you for the day. And after this evening 6 to 7:15 you have Bhagavad Puranam, great topic going on. English में 7:30 to 8:30, little more we have what is that? Adhyatma Ramayanam study. And before this we had at 11 Mundaka Upanishad in Telugu. Before that 7:30 to 8:45 9 we had our Aitareya Upanishad in English, followed by 9 to 9:30 the Patanjala Yoga Darshanam. So we are just trying to go through our Shastras throughout the day. Very soon in a 15-20 days time, Hindi talks will start on some stotras शाम को करीब 6 बजे से 7:15 तक कुछ अच्छे अच्छे स्तोत्रों का 2-3 महीने करेंगे, कम से कम 50-60 स्तोत्र तो होंगे. तो इस तरह से भी थोड़ा आराम करके इस तरह से मे भी 3-4 महीने के बाद हिंदी में ही और एक बड़ा सा ग्रंथ लेंगे जो 1 साल तक चलेगा. वो डिसाइड हुआ ज़्यादातर शिव पुराण का अध्ययन होगा. जब वाल्मीकि अध्यात्म रामायण हो जाएगा फिर देखेंगे भगवान क्या चाहते हैं. सुबह का तो फिक्स्ड है, अभी 4-5 बड़े बड़े उपनिषद हैं जिसके लिए 5 साल लगेंगे. हमारा मॉर्निंग क्लास इज फिक्स्ड. So that's how Shastra Shravanam, उसके द्वारा लक्ष्य निर्धारणम, साधना अवगाहना, and doing sadhana, reaching God. These are our goals. Same thing we try to spread everywhere, along with the tips to succeed righteously in the outer world to a limited extent, because there's no end to the world. Unless you put an end to the world, you cannot make a beginning for spiritual growth. Thank you, my dear youngsters. Yes.